What's up, everybody? This is MTGenius, and today we're going to be branching out with another series that I'm starting on the channel, which is MTGenius Top 10s. And with today's episode, we will be taking a look at my top 10 weird but still awesome cards from Magic's history. Let me preface by saying that this top 10 is in no particular order, but is rather just an accumulation of 10 Magic cards that I believe are still weird but awesome. So, without further ado, let's get right into the list. Number 1. Scars of the Veteran. The ability to prevent some damage, and at the end of turn put a +0/+1 counter on that creature you protected is just weird. I know there are a couple cards in Magic's history that put these types of counters on creatures, but it's also a card that I use in my Arcades Commander deck, so it's weird, but still awesome. Number 2. Divine Intervention. For the low cost of 8 mana, you can cast this enchantment that enters with an intervention counter, and then, at the beginning of each upkeep each turn, remove a counter. If this has no counters on it, the game ends in a draw. Now, clearly, most people who play this card are going to play it to be trolly. I haven't personally played this or seen anyone play against me with this card, but the thought of me ending a game of Commander in a draw is pretty awesome. Number 3. Second Wind. Enchant creature, and then that creature has the ability to untap itself. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of creatures this could attach to that would make some infinite combos, some sweet infinite combos of just tapping to win the game. But what I would do, personally, is attach this to a creature that doesn't do anything. So I could just tap it to untap it, and then tap it to untap it, and then tap it to untap it into Affinity, effectively ending the game in a draw again. Awesome. Number 4. Piracy. This turn, you can use your opponent's lands to help pay for spells that you cast. This could be really fun in a late game of Commander too. Just play everything out of your hand using your opponent's lands. It seems pretty awesome. Number 5. Hornet Sting. This card, for me, is a little out of place, and it's a bit out of color. Green isn't really known for dealing damage to creatures or players, so this slightly worse Lava Dart makes the list. Number 6. Serum Powder. If this is in your opening hand and you choose to mulligan, you can exile those 7 cards along with Serum Powder to go even deeper into your deck. This mixes well with combo decks and the newest mulligan roll where you draw 7 cards each time you mulligan, so effectively, you can mulligan really deep into your deck and try to have the perfect opening hand. Awesome. Number 7. Vengeful Pharaoh. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you or a planeswalker you control, then the Vengeful Pharaoh rises from the dead to kill that creature. Then you put him on top of your library to potentially be played. The flavor of this card is so awesome. Number 8. Char Rumbler. This card is weird because I don't know of too many spells in Magic's history that start with a negative number as their power or toughness. However, I know this card can buff itself up with its ability, so it makes it awesome. Number 9. Library of Alexandria. This land can be really great in your opening hand as your first land drop. If you're on the draw, then you can effectively draw a free card on the first turn of the game. But other than that, the card is just weird. It allows you to draw cards, but only when you have a full grip for the effect to even happen. So I'm not sure of many places that this card would be more of a benefit, but if the scenario I outlined happens, that would be awesome. And lastly, number 10, Alabaster Leech. Now I know when creatures were printed back in the day, a 1-mana 1/3 would probably be pushing the limits of what's too OP. Nowadays, we get plenty low-costed, higher stat creatures with no issues. The downside of this card is way too much for the benefit of being a little more tough. I could see this card being utilized in a Zedru Commander deck, maybe if some of your opponents are using white, but other than that, I can't see this card being useful anywhere else. So to that, this card is weird, but the art is awesome. Thanks for watching. This has been the MTGenius Top 10 Weird but Awesome Cards in Magic's history. Leave a comment down below if you like the Top 10 series, and leave a suggestion for what the next Top 10 should be. Don't forget to subscribe for more original content. I'm MTGenius, and I'll see you guys in the next one.